accepted in Cleveland State University for next year. Congratulations, Lottie. Next is Tamario Huff. This is his first year wrestling as a Mustang. He is enlisted in the U.S. Army for after graduation. Congratulations, Tamario. Diarra King. This is Diarra's first year that he's in wrestling. He is also enlisted in the U.S. Army and will join the 92 Golf Unit after graduation. Congratulations, Diarra. Now, our last senior from Western Hills is Reggie Taylor. This is Reggie's second year wrestling with the Mustangs. He has been named the CMAC Athlete of the Month for December. He is currently ranked 4th in the city and 18th in the state for his weight class. Reggie is planning on wrestling next year in college. Congratulations to wrestling, Reggie.
You go in Nick first with us. Nick first.
Which one?
Nick.
Now. First is Nick Parks. This is the 4th year that Nick has been wrestling as a warrior. He is currently attending Scarlet Oaks in the veterinary lab. And after graduation, he's joined the Marine Corps and become a U.S. Marine. Congratulations, Nick. And our final warrior is Eric Thompson. This is Eric's 4th year wrestling as a warrior. He's planning on becoming a physician's assistant, and he's planning to study biology, but he's not sure what college he will attend yet. Congratulations, Eric. Congratulations to all the seniors.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in Ohio. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association and the Ohio Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Folks, these are the two seniors on the Winton Woods Warrior wrestling team this year, and a new face in Warrior, at least as a head coach here with Warrior Wrestling. We want to talk to him a little bit before the match tonight with Western Hills. Let me start here with Nick Parks. Nick, this is your 4th year wrestling. Tell us a little bit, Nick, about what you found with the sport of wrestling. Why did you get into it, and how do you look back on your 4 years?
It teaches great character. I mean, you can't be out here for the 4 years and not have character and heart, and it just teaches you, good life lessons altogether.
What role do you see as a senior that you have with the rest of the guys on the team?
To help lead them and help them, get on track and focus and, get down to, and work hard.
Everybody comes into this sport with goals. What kind of goals do you have for yourself?
To be in the Marine Corps and just work hard and just, work as hard as I can.
I noticed that the Western Hills, a couple of the Western Hills guys have already enlisted in the Army. Have you made that approach to the Marines yet?
I've not enlisted yet, but I'm talking to recruiters and I'm enlisting as soon as I turn 18.
Okay, good. Good luck to you. I think wrestling will give you the strength to get through that basic and boot camp. Over here is a guy that's been around Winton Woods Wrestling for quite a while, although frankly, in the second spot as assistant. This is Brian Gelter. He's the head coach now here at Winton Woods, and you've been here through the beginnings of the beginning of the rebirth of Winton Woods Wrestling several years back, and now you've got your hands on the steering wheel for this one.
Yeah. I know a couple years ago they started off pretty much where we're at now with a lot of young guys. Not a lot of seniors. As I said, we only got 2 right now. I know their contributions to the program you can't even talk about. It's amazing. But we're a very underclassmen dominant team right now. So we're definitely building. I know that for the first time in Winton Woods history, we have a Pee Wee program called Little Warriors Wrestling. They're starting at first grade level and going all the way up to 6th grade, which is where we need to be. We need to start down there if we want to start being a dominant team in the city.
How many kids are involved in it?
Last time I thought there was 12 of them, and they wrestle all over the country. A couple weeks back, they went to Tulsa Nationals. They've been up into Detroit. They go to Washington. They wrestle all over the country and usually come back with multiple place winners, either champions or guys in the top 5.
Now, I know you told me before that several of them are, like you say, in the top 5 and potentially even better than that. But are they having fun?
Yes, they have a motto that we work hard, so it's hardly work. So every kid in there, you can see the joy on their face. And wrestling is a sport that you have to love. If you don't love it, it'll beat you down. So seeing these young kids with joys and out there giving it all, it brings a bright spot to what this program can be.
You've got a junior high program now too, right?
Yep, we have a junior high program. Our junior high coach is sitting over there, Stephen Cleary. He's really building it from there. That's where we started a couple years ago, where kids came in not knowing what wrestling was until the 7th grade. So he's starting them in 7th grade, working the same techniques, working the same moves that we're teaching up here in high school, and we're just getting better and better and better. And the Pee Wee program just puts another layer to that.
I don't want to put the spotlight on you completely here, but where do you see this team in 4 years?
4 years, I know we'll have a brand new set of 8th graders coming in. If we're talking about them, I know we got a couple freshmen and sophomore on this team right now that have the potential to be state qualifiers or multiple time state qualifiers. I know out here right now we got 2 that were junior high state placers or state qualifiers. So we got nothing but looking up from here. We got a good foundation, especially at that middle school, feed them into high school, and hopefully we start getting an even better foundation with it feeding from the elementary school to middle school to high school.
Let me follow up on something that you just mentioned about guys that started out in high school and are still part of this team. Eric Frombrock,
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, you've become the vision of Winton Woods Wrestling this year. How's that feel?
It's cool. I mean, started my freshman year. Just worked hard. Now I'm here as a senior.
What do you see your role as being, in addition to being the dominant wrestler probably on the team? What kind of a responsibility do you have for the other guys on the team?
As a senior, they kind of look up to me. They try to do what I do. So if practice...
Is that a good thing? I don't know. Yeah. You were grinning on that one.
So, like, if at practice I'm slacking, they'll try to follow me. So I try my best to work hard, show them what it takes to get to the top, how to work hard, what to do, and how to go onto the mat.
What are your aspirations this year in wrestling?
Go to state, win sectionals. That's about it. Oh, win state too. Why not? Win the whole thing.
Why not? Yeah, that'd be nice. That'd kind of cap off a great season, right?
Yes, sir.
So far this season, what's your record been?
My record, I think it's 23-6, yeah.
Okay, tell me about the 6 guys you lost to. What'd you learn from it?
4 of them were from Kentucky, so those 2 matches were tough. But I got to learn to be a little bit more solid on top, realize when someone's more powerful on top, not to fight them there. Because some wrestlers, they're way stronger on top. So learn to be different, wrestle a little more variety to my wrestle, and shoot to the legs.
Okay. I have a grandson about your age, and those are kind of the same things he's learning. He's in Tennessee, and he's beginning to figure this out too, about like you. You know, you've been both of you have been very successful as you come along through the sport, but now you have to start thinking with the sport.
Yeah.
What about
really
beyond
thinking.
high school? What are your aspirations for the future?
I plan on going to college. I'm undecided right now, but I'm trying to get into the health field, thinking maybe biology as a major,
Okay.
and plan on going to PA school to be a physician assistant,
Cool.
then later on be a physician.
That's good. That's good. That's a good aspiration. You and I need to talk. I've got another grandson who's doing the same thing.
Yeah.
So, we've got a lot to share here. Well, listen, the three of you, come back in here, Coach. Don't get lost from the cameras. For all three of you, good luck to you. This meet, it's not going to be a big, long, drawn-out meet, to be sure, but you've got the big stuff coming. What do you think is going to happen with the team as a whole here in the next 3 weeks?
Well, in the next 3 weeks, we have a duel with Middletown, we have a duel with Princeton, and we have a duel with Anderson. Those are what we have left as a team, and each one of those it's not a stretch for us to come out with a win. We can fill 9 to 10 weight classes, which that puts us in the hunt. But after those 3 duels, we are into sectionals. And we have Eric here ranked 5th in the city right now, predicted maybe win a sectional. But we're looking pretty solid, especially taking a team into sectionals and trying to move on from sectionals into districts.
Well, I think you've got a pretty solid foundation, guys, and my best wishes to you. And from Waycross Community Media, we hope to see you. Well, we're looking for you. The next coverage we will get will be, let's see, that you guys would be involved in, will be the district finals in Kettering-Alder. So I hope I find all of you there and smoking the mat about that time, okay?
Sir.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.
If I play sports for my school, I'll learn how to be part of a team.
I will have more friends. I will be active now and when I'm a grown-up.
I will learn how to work hard. I'll have better attendance.
I'll learn how to overcome adversity. I'll be more likely to go to college. I will learn how to get along with others. If I play sports for my school. If I play sports for my school. If I play sports for my school.
I must learn to be a good student during school if I want to put on my uniform after school.
Here we are at Winton Woods High School for a dual meet here between the Warriors and Winton Woods. Now, because both teams, Winton Woods has a pretty good number of kids. Western Hills is down to a very limited number, and so we're going to have a relatively short meet. Although we're going to cover a lot of exhibition matches as well. And that's where we're starting this afternoon is with exhibition matches. I'm Dave Bean, but here the guy that
Tim
does
Cunningham.
the heavy lifting
Yeah.
with this group is Tim Cunningham. Tim, what do we got coming up here in the exhibition bout?
So Dave, we're going to see 4 exhibition matches tonight, but it looks like some of the Winton Woods kids are just going to go twice, just to give some of the other is Christian Sanders. Casey is from Western Hills, and Christian is from Winton Woods. So Christian just got the first take down there. So we'll see 4 exhibition matches, and then in the varsity lineup, we'll see some of the Winton Woods kids go again with 4 matches on the varsity level.
Okay. The Warriors, neither team has a 6-pounder, a 13-pounder, a 20-pounder, or a 26. But after that, both teams have pretty decent numbers. I would have to say that Casey Lyle of Western Hills, though he's a senior, is pretty inexperienced. Of course, he's going up against a kid in a higher weight too. But It's the intention is to get the competition in.
I think, Dave, wasn't this when we did the Lakota West match? This is the freshman that was wrestling the Lakota West kid when they cut the eye.
You're right. And he is.
And he was tough.
He is a tough kid.
So
his record, formal record, was 8-12 coming in, and I guess we'll see him again. Is he going to? Yeah, he's.
So we'll see Casey Lyle again from Western Hills, but he'll be taking a forfeit in the real varsity match.
Yeah.
So now we're going to go with Audrey Thompson of Winton Woods against Brendan Morris of Western Hills.
Morris is a big, tall, lanky kid. Well, actually, both of these guys are long, lanky kids.
So Brendan Morris from Western Hills will actually take a forfeit in the real match.
Yeah.
And then Andre Thompson, who's going to wrestle now, will take a forfeit in the real match also.
Okay.
So in the actual duel, it'll just go 6-6 for each team. But in this one, it's just so they can get a match and get some experience.
Thompson, Andre Thompson, is a freshman, and he's out here. Well, now
he was having some headgear issues, trying to get his headgear on.
Oh, there he comes. Here he is. He's starting out. And Brendan Morris is a junior.
His coach was talking about how young Western Hills or Winton Woods is.
Yeah, boy, they come after you.
But the truth is, they've had a pretty good program the last 5 or 6 years.
Yes.
With one of the best wrestlers in the city last year, Cornell Beecham, who's, when Eric talks about senior leadership and stuff, that's where you get it. It gets passed down from the seniors that he knew. And last year he had a great one with Cornell Beecham to learn from. Right now, Thompson's got a nearest cradle locked up. It's pretty tight.
He's got him locked in really tight.
Pretty good effort by Morris here because he was stuck there for a second, I thought.
I did too. I thought it was there again, but.
So I think Thompson doesn't actually have his hands locked. So I think he'd be better off just letting that right hand go. And well, now he did get it locked. So
good camera angle by one of the Winton Woods volunteers.
Oh, he's
danger
over.
With a reversal.
Back, put him on his
now
own
we're
back.
going the other way.
They're going to stay in bounds here.
Brendan Morris from Winton Woods on top.
I think they're going to go 5-5 here. Yeah, both will get set of back points. They'll be tied at 5. Should be 2 for a reversal here for Winton Woods Thompson. That should be 2.
There's 2.
Look at 7-5. Right on the edge out of bounds. Ref calls him out.
That's a pretty good scramble there. Thompson is well, like you said before, these Winton Woods kids are coming after you. These Andre may be one of those guys that Coach Gelder was talking about as having had a successful junior high experience. Maybe they're beginning to see some of that pay off because boy, that's been a problem for them for years to establish that background and experience.
So Winton Woods gets a choice here. They choose the bottom position. They have a 7-5 lead right now.
Brendan Morris in the offensive. Locked his hands.
Winton Woods will still have the chance to escape, but he can't give up back points. So as soon as they lock hands, the ref, if the guy on top locks hands, the ref will let the bottom wrestler try to score. But then when he went to his back and got in danger, they stop the match and give him his points. So make it 8-5.
We talked with the Winton Woods seniors. There's 2 of them, and new head coach Brian Gelter. Good hand fight by Thompson. Had good hand control. He still got broken in the mat. Thompson's given up a good bit of size here in this match. He's getting muscled. Oh, there. That's a good reversal.
Get his 2 and back points. Going to have an illegal headlock there. I think he'll get his 3, not only 2. So make it 12-5, then you get a point for an illegal hold. He had an illegal headlock there, so it'll make it 12-6.
Andre nodded his understanding to the referee, who
I think that's the wrong position. Yeah, they got to switch it up. Western Hills will be down.
I messed up.
Broke him down nice. Jumping up that right hand half Nelson. Turning him. He's over. Got a long time left. 1:06 left on the clock. So he's got a long time to. Got to get off his knees though. If you see, he's got both his knees are. One of his knees is on the mat. He's got to get his. There you go.
Well, got the pin. Good job by Andre Thompson, a freshman again. He has no record at this point of the season, so he now has a win, at least here is in an exhibition.
All right, third of the exhibition matches. Winton Woods is going to send out Cameron Sanders and Dyra King for Western Hills. Sanders is listed as Winton Woods' 182-pounder in the real match.
Yeah.
He'll be getting a forfeit. King is actually going to be the 70-pounder where he'll have a match. Oh.
Well, there's 2 guys
That's
going at it.
They got to watch that headlock.
He's got to get it. I can't see where the lock is. You got to keep that lock between the shoulder and the elbow to keep it from becoming an illegal headlock.
Should be 5-0, so we're going to adjust the scoreboard real quick. There we go.
Takedown and 3 on the back.
But very close to reversal there when he got him. He flipped him back over onto his own back.
Yeah.
Good quick move off the bottom. Didn't quite know how to finish it, but he was very quick off the bottom position there.
Western Hills wrestlers do show a lack of experience, and I know I was talking to their coach before the meet started. This is Roman Fenner, who is an Oak Hills grad, wrestled for Dick Roach out there as a Highlander, and is just taken over the Western Hills program this year, and that's a struggle to rebuild programs that have been and have yet to been rebuilt.
Sanders doing a good job on top here.
He's got to be able to run outside.
He's got to get his hips from off the parallel there. That's going to be tight.
But he gets to have Nelson in, and he gets in good position and pulls out the pin. That's Cameron Sanders. Cameron's a sophomore, and he's on the plus side of an even season so far.
All right, there's exhibition match number 3 in the books. Got one left here with Reggie Taylor of Western Hills. Is going to have Julius Martin Gardner from Winton Woods. That's their regular 220-pounder. Reggie Taylor looks like Winton Woods or Western Hills heavyweight.
Yeah, Reggie Taylor.
So they'll
it's
both
Taylor
get a.
Benton, I guess. Reggie Taylor Benton is a senior and is one of the better heavyweights in the city. He was ranked. I just saw his ranking here as
Number
fifth
5,
in the
yeah.
in the city, and he's short. I think that's where he's had some problems with long wrestlers, tall wrestlers. He's having trouble right now with his headgear. I was talking to him and his and a couple guys from Western Hills over there just a little bit ago, and Reggie's a pretty interesting kid. He's a pretty good joke teller.
It looks like he's got it set up now. Both these guys, again, in the actual varsity match, will take a forfeit from team point standings.
Yeah.
At least this way they get a match.
Taylor's quick.
Boy, he
I'll
is.
tell you what. He goes around that circle in a hurry.
He's going to kick him out and stay on his feet.
Gets in good with the pommels and hooks.
And it goes
Looks
for
to
the
throw.
throw.
Whoa.
Wow. He looks like he's been on the mat before, that's for sure.
Yeah. It's not hard to see that he's, why he has some pretty good reputation with the coaches in the city who put him up there as one of the best in the city, in the top 5. Ooh, nice inside
head and
trip
arm.
attempt.
Wow, he's
Boy.
pretty powerful.
That's like wrestling a fire plug.
That's it, he's stuck.
Wow.
That was impressive.
That was. Julius Martin Gardner.
It's good that they at least get the matches out here, Dave, instead of just running forfeits through the
Yeah.
regular match.
Yeah, these guys, that's one of the things they all need so much of is
Get on
is,
the mat.
is mat time. And you don't have enough people in the wrestling room to provide real strong competition in practice, so you have to find other ways of doing it. I'd be remiss if I didn't follow up on something Brian Gelder asked me to do, and that's to thank Susan Pitzer of Mouse Pros, which is a travel agency specializing in Disney vacations. Susan has provided pre-meet meals and support throughout this season, and she continues to provide that support while the wrestlers work to make their wrestling dreams come true. And so a big shout out to Susan from the guys at Winton Woods, who I saw back there enjoying their pre-meet feed a little bit ago.
Why didn't you tell me to come earlier?
Well, they don't say that she's feeding the announcers too. Of course, I guess they take a look at me and figure that, they don't have enough food, and they look at you and say, well, he's so handsome,
Yeah.
so svelte that he doesn't need it.
David, now we got 4 regular matches on the varsity level. 126 will be a forfeit for Western Hills. So the first match we're going to go to was 132 to Mario Huff of Western Hills versus Christian Sanders. The announcer should have the sheet here. So I don't know if they're going to run the forfeits out there or not, but let's see.
The house announcer is at this point saying some nice words about their sponsor. It's one of the things that we have to get done to support wrestling programs around. Every team needs support, and if you're a fan of wrestling, if you're out there watching this cable cast or watching this on the internet, if you love wrestling and you have the capacity in some way, go to your local school and give them some support. They've worked hard. They have great aspirations for themselves, and they're doing something constructive in society. As a matter of fact, we still have 2 openings for sponsorships with our coverage of the District 1 finals in Kettering-Alder and also the state tournament. If you're interested, you can send a note to Waycross Community Media at www.waycross.tv and ask to get in touch with Chip, and he'll put you in touch with me. And we'll see if what we can arrange for you.
All right, we just took our first forfeit there, Dave.
Because
The
of
guy went on the
126,
match, got
correct?
the points. So 132, we will have a match. Christian Sanders and Tamario Huff.
Tamario Huff versus Christian Sanders from Winton Woods.
This is 132. Sanders, we saw wrestle just a little bit ago, is in an exhibition match. He's a freshman. He's 8-12 on the season. We saw him earlier in the tri-meet at Coleraine, and we were impressed with him that night.
A little half-hearted shot there. He's got to take a deeper step.
Yeah, that wasn't a real good shot.
Let's see if
But
they
he
can
gets a
stay on the
nice
mat
roll
here. He'll
through.
get two.
Picks up the takedown. Three-quarter Nelson.
Nelson
Wow.
here, trying to bull him over. It didn't work.
Well, you know, a three-quarter Nelson is a hold. That's one of the old.
It's an old school move.
Old holds. And the thing that happens a lot of time, he made the same mistake that most people do, starting with that. He tried to pull the head down. The key isn't in the pulling of the head, it's in the pushing of the butt. Using the knee leverage to drive the person up and over the head. And had a guy, the name of Randy Kent, that specialized in the three-quarter to his ultimate demise. He was a two-time state qualifier. That's a nice shot. Randy was a two-time state qualifier. He got to Columbus and he discovered that three-quarter Nelson didn't do him a lot of good in Columbus.
There's very seldom moves in wrestling where you just bowl somebody over. It's always about angles and technique and putting yourself in the better position.
It took him a while when he wrestled at University of Cincinnati, and he finally did figure the thing out to the point that he made a living out of it in college. So pretty good learning process.
Sanders got the bar in, but then he kind of did a little suck back from the position to get a couple back points. So the ref's holding two right now. It's a very short time. Time will run out. I should get two more. Make it 6-1. Western Hills is going to win the flip.
This is 132 pounds. We're meet between the Warriors of Winton Woods and the Mustangs of Western Hills.
Oh, right off the whistle.
Nice
Western
pick.
Hills wasn't ready to wrestle there. Can't come into the line if you're not ready to go.
Yeah, don't put your foot on the line if you're not ready.
Sanders took advantage of it. Stacks him up again. That's going to do it.
That's a nice stack.
That's over.
He's gone.
So Western Hills with the pin. Freshman Christian Sanders will pick up 6 points for him.
Christian Sanders, 132 pounds.
We'll bump all the way up to 145, Dave. 138 is going to be a double forfeit.
38's a double forfeit.
Brandon Morris
And
versus Ernest Wolke.
we move up to, like Tim says, 145.
Morris had an exhibition match earlier.
Yeah, Brendan Morris, junior, Western Hills. And this is Ernst Wolke, a junior from Winton Woods.
Hey. Huff with the takedown.
Wolke's got a 6-5 record. He had a varsity letter last year.
Wolke with a good shot, but he hasn't finished just quite yet. Still no takedown. He's got a hard crossface in. Still got a leg out there. He gets it. That'll be 2. 4-1, right? Scoreboard's at. No, you're right. Western Hills had the first takedown, so it's 3-2. You're right.
3-2, yeah. The Morris got the takedown.
He did.
Wolke with the escape. 2-on-1 on the wrist, driving forward.
Half's right there.
And a half.
Finally ran up and got it.
If you put your head on the mat, you could be in trouble.
That's tight. Oh, that's it. That's over. Yeah, he just left that left elbow just hanging right out there for him.
Yep.
He just jumped sides and threw it in.
That's part of the lesson, the lessons to be learned. If you put your head down, you're going to get in trouble. If the other guy has any experience whatsoever, you're going to be in
with
big
your elbows
trouble.
tight from almost any position you're in.
So what have we got? Have we got a forfeit here at 52?
We're going to do a forfeit at 52 with Audrey Thompson, who we saw earlier in the exhibition matches. And then we'll bump to 170 where we'll have a match. We'll have Daria King, who also had an exhibition match, but he's going to have Eric Baumkong, one of the guys that you spoke with earlier, who's always impressed me the last couple of years we've had him. He's tough, so.
So, what are we wrestling at 60?
Nope, we're up at 70 now. 60 was a forfeit.
They jumped Fombach
Baumkong. Oh, right
Baumkong.
there. Leave your elbows out, Dave. An experienced wrestler like Eric's going to take advantage of that.
Yep.
Get a replay here and watch the elbow. Elbows out. Right there, boom.
That's a nice leverage point. Pop that elbow up like that.
Nice head blast double. We're going to go out of bounds with it, though.
Well, he hit it straight in and didn't turn the corner on it. He's got to turn the corner. I know that Eric is interested in pushing this season as long as he can, but he's got to be able to make that. He's got to be able to make that finish on the double if he's going to do what he wants to do.
Head a little low. You got to blast those. When you do a blast double, you go right through their chest. His head was a little low on that one. Nice tilt here. Only got 1 count though. There's 2 counts. That should give him 2. Yep. I don't think Dreff's going to give it to him. A 1.5 count.
King in the defensive position.
Eric with the suck back.
Nice suck back.
I don't know if he's even got any points yet, though.
Now, this is
I think they were okay. He gives him 3.
He gave him 3 all the way across.
He kept counting, but I couldn't tell if he was
I
stopping
couldn't,
each
yeah,
count.
right.
Because the
in
guy was
bridge up.
elevating.
Yeah. I was wondering if now that's under the new National Federation points of emphasis. That's one of the things that constitutes stalling. You know that except they were actually wrestling.
I think you saw a great lift there, right to his back. Make it 10-1. Now we've got to go right back to the cradle. He's got it
Smacked
locked.
that cradle in pretty nice.
Got at least, he's got 3 counts, so he'll get 2 more. 12-1. We're still in the first period. It'll be interesting to watch how Eric does come districts. I think he's got a chance.
Yeah, the coach says, looking at their sectional lineup, says he thinks he can. He says he thinks he can win the sectionals, but he wouldn't go out on a limb in districts. That was a kind of a quick pin. I thought,
Another
right
great
there.
lift right to his back. But yeah, he's got some great kids ahead of him, you know. Hurd and Thompson from LaSalle and Fairfield, Lambers from Elder, Cheney from Harrison. So yeah, he's going to have his work cut out, because then he's got to still get the other kids from up in the Dayton area to get to state. So.
Yeah.
But you never know how brackets work out and just how you're wrestling that
It
weekend.
depends on where the draw comes, you know. It makes such a difference.
It'd be nice to get a number one
What do
seed
we
out
got?
of
We got a
sectionals.
forfeit at 82.
Fairfield at 82. We're going to have one at 95.
195 pounds.
We're going to go all the way to heavyweight, where Thompson and Taylor will wrestle.
Forfeit, Nick Parks.
One of the seniors, Nick Parker, that you talked to, will take a forfeit. We'll do a forfeit at 20, also 220. Julius Martin Gardner will take the forfeit here. This should be an interesting matchup. I'm interested to see this heavyweight again from Western Hills. It's my first look at him in that exhibition.
Okay, here we
match.
come with the 285s. We saw Reggie Taylor Benton in the exhibitions as he participated there. Andrew Thompson is a freshman, and this is a tough place to get your first match in, I think, because Taylor Benton is really, really, really quick.
He looked good in that first match, no question. Well, what most heavyweights do, he's just trying to get down to the head,
Snag
on the
single.
head. That'll be 2.
Out of bounds. From a standpoint of a team strategy, at this point, you would be trying to have Thompson understand, just don't get pinned. But
He tried the old roll, grab the elbow and roll, but I think Reggie's been there a little bit and has seen that one before.
There you see Reggie Taylor Benton with a pin over a freshman who comes in today, and this was apparently his varsity debut.
I can't wait to see him come sectionals and districts, see how he does.
Yeah, I agree. So if you were keeping team score in this, Tim, we'd have a 42-12 record with Woods coming on top of this limited duel, but nonetheless very important to kids that are he's getting closer to the big time as we get into sectionals not too far down the road. So I guess from the standpoint of what we've got to do here at Winton Woods, you see the names of the people who make it happen, the volunteers of Waycross. And so for Tim Cunningham, I'm Dave Bean, and we wish you good wrestling down the future. I think we've got a tournament coming up next week in one of the local leagues. And then district tournament's not far. The state tournament is just coming up here at the beginning of March. So
Won't be long.
see you later.